LSI Corporation was an American company based in San Jose, California that designs semiconductors and software that accelerates storage and networking in data centers, mobile networks and client computing. On May 6, 2014, LSI Corporation was acquired by Avago Technologies for $6.6 billion. LSI stockholders voted in favor of the proposal in April 2014, merging the company into its parent, and continuing with the LSI brand. History 1981-2004 In 1981, Wilfred Corrigan, Bill Ammer, Rob Walker and Mitchell McBone founded LSI under the name LSI Logic in Milpitas, California. Wilfred Corrigan served as the CEO from 1981 until 2005. LSI initially was funded by venture capitalists, including Sequoia Capital with $6 million. In March 1982, a second round of financing brought in another $16 million. LSI Logic went public with Nasdaq as LSI in May 1983 with the largest IPO to date of $153 million. In 1985, the firm entered into a joint venture with Kawasaki Steel, Japan's third-largest steel manufacturer, to build a $100 million wafer fabrication plant in Tsukuba, Japan. In 1987, Semitech was incorporated partially in result of the 1984 National Cooperative Research Act, which reduced potential antitrust liabilities of research joint ventures. Semitech is a research and development consortium to advance semiconductor and chip manufacturing. LSI Logic was among the 14 founding members, but withdrew from Semitech in January 1992. In July 1991, LSI entered into an agreement with Sanyo Electric of Japan to make a set of chips that translate an HD TV signal into a television image. LSI Logic started developing its CoreWare technology in 1992. In 1993, Sony Computer Entertainment chose LSI Logic as their ASIC partner, charged with fitting the PlayStation CPU on a single chip. LSI unregistered trademark CoreWare could do it, while other offers made to Sony needed 2 chips. Sony also worked with LSI unregistered trademark engineers develop the graphics engine, DMA controller, I/O and bus controllers. In 1995, LSI Logic acquired the remaining shares its Canadian subsidiary held, which amounted to 45%. In 1997, Mint Technology, an engineering services company, was acquired by LSI. In August 1998 it bought Symbio's Logic from Hyundai Electronic for $760 million cash. In February 1999, LSI acquired Seek Technology, adding physical layer-based Ethernet technology to LSI unregistered trademark product line. In May 2000, LSI acquired Intraserver for $70 million, with expectations to add their rapidly expanding customer base to LSI unregistered trademark zone. In November 2000, LSI acquired Syntax Systems, and in August 2001 the groups merged to become LSI Logic Storage Systems, and later Ingenio Information Technologies. In March 2001 LSI acquired C-Cube for $878 million in stock. In that same quarter, LSI introduced GFLX, a flexible process technology. In September 2001 LSI acquired a RAID adapter division from American Megatrends in a $221 million cash transaction. Included in this deal, LSI received a EMEA unregistered trademark Mega RAID software intellectual property, host bus adapter products and 200 RAID employees. LSI and Storage Technology Corporation entered an alliance making Storage Tech the distributor of their co-branded storage products in January 2002. In August of 2002 LSI acquired Molex from IBM, to expand its storage technologies. In November 2003, LSI sold its Tsukuba, Japan facility to OHM Company, Limited. The Ingenio division of LSI filed for its own IPO in 2004, but withdrew citing adverse market conditions after the burst of the dot-com bubble. 2005 to present in 2005, Abby Talwalkar joined the company as president and CEO, and was also appointed to the board of directors. Talwalkar was an executive at Intel Corporation before joining LSI, and began a program of acquisitions and divestitures. In October 2005, LSI Logic opened a semiconductor design and engineering development center at the Dubai Silicon Oasis Microelectronics Innovation Center. In 2006, LSI Logic sold the Gresham, Oregon design and manufacturing facility to ON Semiconductor. In October of that same year it agreed to an all-stock merger with Avago Systems worth about $4 billion. In March 2007, LSI acquired Silicon Star Incorporated, a provider of semiconductor solutions for enterprise storage networks, for approximately $55 million in cash. In April 2007, LSI completed its merger with Avago Systems Incorporated, who previously owned LSI Euro unregistered trademark S Mobility Products Group, and rebranded the firm LSI Corporation. Magnum Semiconductor Incorporated, a spin-off of Cirrus Logic Incorporated, acquired LSI Euro unregistered trademark S consumer products business in 13% of LSI Euro unregistered trademark S workforce in July 2007. These lines included architectures named Domino and Xevo, evolutions of the C-Cube microsystems technology. August 2007, LSI signed an agreement with Stats Chip Pack Limited to sell its Pachhumthani, Thailand semiconductor assembly and test operations for $100 million. In October 2007, LSI acquired Terari, a maker of silicon and software, for $85 million in cash. Terari Euro unregistered trademark S products integrated into LSI Euro unregistered trademark S NSPG organization. In October 2007 LSI completed its sale of its mobility division to Infineon Technologies AG for $450 million in cash. Approximately 700 LSI employees transferred to Infineon in the deal. In July 2009, LSI agreed to acquire OnStar, Incorporated for $25 million. LSI put OnStar into its Ingenio storage division, which is a NAS vendor. LSI bought the three-way RAID adapter business of Applied Microcircuits Corporation in April that same year. In March 2011, LSI announced its sale of its Ingenio external storage systems business to NetApp for $480 million in cash. The sale of the Ingenio division, which generated revenues of $705 million in 2010, completed in May. In January 2012, LSI completed the acquisition of SunForce, which produced flash memory controllers. LSI started producing its own PCIe cards for data center servers, using SunForce Euro unregistered trademark S flash controller chips, under their new Nitro product line that April. This included 3 different products: LSI Nitro Warp Drive Application Acceleration Cards, LSI Nitro XD Application Acceleration Storage Solution, and LSI Nitro Mega RAID Application Acceleration Cards. LSI also introduced its Nitro Predictor software, a tool that helps determine which Nitro product works best with which applications. At the SCSI Trade Association Technology Showcase in May 2012, LSI announced accelerated data center performance with its Data Bolt bandwidth optimizer technology. The new Data Bolt technology is being introduced to a line of products including the Mini SAS HD connector. LSI hosted its 6th Accelerated Innovation Summit, in November 2013. Milpitas-based LSI Corporation was named a Thomson Reuters 2011 and 2013 Top 100 Global Innovator. On December 16, 2013, Avago announced it would be acquiring LSI Corporation for $6.6 billion in cash. The transaction closed on May 6, 2014. References. External links, official website.